Hi there. In this video, we are going to talk about how to use the jQuery each function, which is kind of a loop. And to use that, we are going to first include the jQuery code right in the head so that the jQuery becomes available to our file like this. And now we are going to write the code, a very simple example of how we are going to create a table. And inside the table, we are going to add a few elements. Let's say English, then we copy the whole thing 4 times. English, then French, then German, and finally Italian. So let's say I get a requirement from the client saying that dynamically color the rows of the table. The first row is red and the second row is green in color, and the third row is once again red, and the fourth row is green in the color. So if I think about it, I'll have to loop through the list of the rows and then add individual uh, attributes to the element of the row. So how do I do that? Let's write some CSS before we start with. So to write CSS, I'm going to add the style tag, and here what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a class called as red text. Okay, where I'm going to write color as red. Okay, and dot, let's say green text, and here I'm going to write color as green. Now normally what I do is I would just add the class here, dot red text, sorry, red text, and it should be red in color. But the requirement is such that we have to dynamically do it, because it may be possible that we do not know how many elements are there in the HTML, or based on certain requirement that we have to add elements on demand, and hence we cannot send a pre-formatted HTML from our server. So how to do that? Just before the body tag, let's put in some script. Okay, close it with slash script, and inside that the standard jQuery dot ready function, which calls up a function, and I can loop through the list of the TRs and then find TD. But let's assume that all the elements, all the rows of the table have only one element, which is the TD, single TD, and we're going to loop through these TDs. So what we are going to do is var list of TD equal to dollar, and we are going to fetch all the TD elements of the table. Now we should get 4 elements. That means we should be able to loop in it. So the code for looping is quite simple, which is list of TD dot each, and inside that we will have again a function. Okay, and what we are going to do is we have to find the index of the loop. So one simple way to do this is use the existing function which sends an index and the element, and we can use this index to determine whether the TD is on an odd place or is it on even place. So if index reminder by 2 equal to 0, then element dot um, add class. So if index is divisible by 2 completely, we are going to add the class red text, and if it is not, we are going to add a green text. So we have to make sure that this is actually a jQuery object. So if we are not sure, better cover it up with a dollar function so that it becomes an jQuery element on which the add class function can work. Let's test it out. So you can see that the odd rows are while the even rows are colored in green. And let's check out what would have happened if we didn't code it this way by commenting the code just to make sure that we are doing okay. All of them would have been the default color of the browser for the text. Okay, and if we do not want to use the index element and we would like all the elements to be made red, for example, so we would simply comment out this logic and remove this part, and instead of the element we are going to use $this, which would be the individual element, which will be the individual td list, which would be the individual td object, and all of the objects have been turned green. So I hope this was clear to you, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and share this with your friends and uh, people who are interested in learning jQuery. Thank you. Bye bye.